What is up, guys? Welcome to my 2025 studio tour powered by Sweetwater. Okay, so first thing I want to touch upon is I am so glad that I finally have a space to be inspired by. This studio is in the basement of my house. I've been in this house for I think 5 years now, and I've never actually liked what I did down here. I'm really excited that I just finally have a spot that I'm proud of and that I just get to enjoy and create new things. So of course, let's start off on the drum side. So my acoustic drum set is right on this side. I have my SJC custom drums, of course. I have my Remo Emperor coated heads, Zildjian cymbals. Those are all on top of DW hardware. For my kick pedal right now, I switched from my DW 9000s to my Tama Speed Cobras, and I'm really liking that change for right now, so I'm gonna leave it like that. My microphones are Earthworks Audio, and my in-ears are 64 Audio. Also, my drumsticks are Zildjian 5As. Real quick, I want to point out the wall behind the drum set. I built that. I built that wood wall all by myself, and I am beyond proud of that. So I want to hear in the comments how proud you guys are of me that I did not chop off any of my fingers when I was using the circular saw. That thing is so scary, and I'm just so proud that I was actually able to do this. And it makes me just appreciate the space more, knowing that I built this instead of just hiring a contractor to do it. Like, my sweat is in these walls. And of course, it's not 100% perfect. I'm not a professional, but it looks pretty darn good. The KS sign is actually something that a fan sent me many years ago. So I'm glad that I finally get to put it up on the wall and let everyone actually appreciate it. Of course, for my old space, I have these fake trees, and then I have these Govee lights, and that's what is bringing the color to the set. And the Govee lights are actually really fun because during my live streams is when subscribers get to take over the lights and change them live on stream. So we usually have a little bit of a rave going on, and it's really fun. Another thing I'd like to point out is that my lights I mounted on the walls. I hate having so many stands for everything. Everything needs a stand. So since my drum set is never moving and the lighting was really never going to change, I wanted to mount the lights on the ceiling or on the wall, and it just clears up the space a lot. I can also swivel those around, so if I have to aim it towards me, for instance, right now, I can. Now this cart over here is my live stream cart. I wanted something movable because if I'm not live streaming and I'm filming, I wanted to move it out of the frame so you're not seeing it in the videos. So on this cart, I have the Rodecaster Pro 2, and that is basically my mixer for the live streams. This piece of equipment is actually really versatile. I love all the smart features that it has on the touchscreen. It's so customizable with literally anything you could possibly want. And then having the smart pads, especially for a live stream, make it a lot of fun because I have voice changes, I have horns, I have applauses, I have boos. Literally anything to engage with the audience more, I can just install into the Rodecaster, and it works super easy. Next, I have my Stream Deck. So for live streams, that can control my lights, it can control my cameras, any commands that I need to run. We do a wheel of songs during my live streams, so that controls that as well. So it's really nice to just not have to get up and go to the computer every time I want to do something. I just install everything into those buttons, and then I could just click away and everything works really seamlessly. The microphone I'm using for my live streams is the Shure SM7B, and it is a monster. And then of course I have to have my screens because my eyesight is horrendous. So I need to have my screens as close to the drums as possible. So mounting it on this table just makes it really seamless, and I'm able to see everything that I need to for the streams. Up on the ceiling above the kit, you may notice that I have a camera. And that's because during my live streams or filming in general, it's nice to have an overhead. So I'm glad that I just have something mounted there that I never have to touch. I routed the wires so I never have to charge it. And just really to just make everything as easy and seamless as possible is what I'm aiming for, especially camera charging, because I never remember to charge anything. So if I don't have to think about it, we're good. In front of my kit, I'm using the Sony ZV-E10. That is the first Sony I've ever used. So far so good. It works especially great with my new Sigma lens, so I'm really happy with that as of right now. And on that, it's mounted on an automatic camera slider. So whenever you see my camera gently going side by side, trying to rock you to sleep, it is my camera slider. On the other side of the wall is my little gallery. I have some artwork that fans have made me or sent me. I have a picture of the Yamaha ad that I was a part of that was in like a million bajillion magazines, so it's cool to have that framed. And then I have my YouTube plaques as well. Now across the hall is my Zildjian Alchemy E-Kit. This thing is such a beast. I'm really proud of Zildjian for creating such a good product, and I was a part of the testing phase a couple years ago, and it's just cool to now own what I was testing and just see it on the product lines and just see people using them and seeing videos of it. So it's really cool to just have that now in my studio. The cymbals are incredible, the interface is awesome, and next to it are also Zildjian headphones. Having an electric kit in the house is always a pleasure, and I don't take it for granted because the acoustic kit is too loud. So when I really truly need to work on something for more than 30 minutes, I'm gonna be on the E-Kit, just so I don't disturb the whole entire neighborhood or anyone in the house. Now moving on to the desk. So this is actually the spot where my drums were. This is where my SJC drums were the last 5 years. And then where my SJC kit is now was where the desk was. So I just reversed the order, and honestly it opened up the space so much. So I'm really glad that I did that. I'm using a very outdated iMac computer, so a new computer is probably in my future because Logic's new features are not available on this thing, and I want to use their stem splitter on this computer so bad. So new computer is probably on its way. I have a second monitor, of course. It just makes everything a lot more easy to view. For my monitors, I'm just using some Yamaha monitors. I've had these for years, never had an issue with them. My interface right now that's running my drum mics is a Scarlett Focusrite. I have another Stream Deck here so I can control my lights and all other commands from the desk instead of having to get up by the drum set and use that one. Okay, and over here, I laid this out so nicely for you guys. I have an Alesis Q49 keyboard, which I'm realizing is very dusty. I actually just got this. This is the Novation launch pad, and I got to mess around with it a few times, and it's just so fun, and I'm really excited to actually properly learn how to use it because there's so many settings in this thing to learn and so many features that I need to figure out. So it's really cool to have this now because I enjoy making looping videos and beat making, so it's gonna be cool to finally have something to do all that with. So over here is kind of like my Livestream mobile rig. So I have a small Focusrite interface. I have a Yamaha AG06 mixer that goes into the interface. And the newest addition is the ATEM Mini Pro Blackmagic design. And this is so I can control my multicams live when I'm not at home where I had it pre-programmed. Just like the camera I have above my drum set right now is the Logic Mevo webcam. And this is a wireless streaming camera. I have 3 of them, and it just adds to this wireless mobile live stream setup, so I can really just film anywhere I want and have really good connection as well. And then for a talking mic, if I'm out and about, I have the Wireless Me from Rode. I just want to take a second and give a huge thank you to Sweetwater. They sent me so much gear for this studio update, and I truly believe that they just have so much faith in musicians and creators in general, and they're just trying to help out as much as possible. Like, I know they're a company, I know there's politics behind these decisions probably, but gear is just so expensive, especially when you have such an elaborate setup like this. So I just appreciate Sweetwater and just what they do, and I love them so much. I've been working with them for years, so I really appreciate all the gear, and I can't wait to just put everything to good use. And a message to you guys, I am just so grateful that you are still here, still watching my videos. I'm turning 30 this month, 30! And I started posting videos when I was 13. That is the majority of my life you've seen me on YouTube. So I appreciate you guys being patient with me during my little YouTube hiatus. I was very busy. I was live streaming 3 times a week, so I very much was still active. I did not just disappear, but off YouTube I kind of did. So I am definitely planning to film a lot more videos. I'm planning on just staying in touch with you guys. And yeah, that's a lot of years, and I've grown up and I've went through so many phases during that. I'm engaged now, I'm getting married, I'll probably be starting a family soon. Like, that is a lot to do when millions of people are watching you throughout the years from your awkward age of 13. So yeah, I just appreciate you guys sending all the positive vibes and just sticking around. And I can't wait to create so much content for you guys in this new setup. I'm newly inspired, and yeah, there's a lot that's gonna happen in the future. The future is very bright. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you very soon.